Hello guys, it's me Dave from the Kodo back with another Stardew Valley tutorial for you. Now one of the things I wanted to be able to do was make beer or wine in this game, and it was a little difficult to find information right off the bat. It was always people just making these massive uh, breweries and making so much money off of them. But I'm going to show you what you need to do here. So you can see I have a bunch of kegs going inside my house here. The keg can be made. You learn the ability to make the keg after you've made a bunch of stuff. In a couple months in, just make a ton of stuff out of here, and you'll start learning more recipes. But the keg takes some wood, copper bar, iron bar, and oak resin. Now to get the oak resin, you're gonna want a tapper, which is just wood and copper bar, and then you put that on an oak tree. And eventually you'll get, for instance, here's pine tar. But once you make the keg and set it down, all you need to do is put anything into it. Now, the cheapest thing to put into it is wheat or barley. Or I mean hops. Wheat being the very, very cheapest. Now, I'll show you here. Grab that. And all I'm going to do is it takes one wheat. And I'm going to walk over. Let me take that out. See, there's some pumpkin juice. Now, one wheat, put it in there, and the wheat is very, very quick to make into beer. Usually between 1 and 2 days. Like it's basically no time at all. Now, let me switch over here to the keg information on the webpage. Just looking at just the beer and the pale ale. That's the hops. I think that's what I said. And wheat sells for 200 gold. Hop sells for 300 gold. It takes a little bit longer, but minimal amount of time that you'll even notice. So at the beginning, what I do is I do a ton of the wheat. Now, if we look at the productivity here, wheat, here are the 3 stages of wheat. Being the most, the gold wheat sells for 40, but beer always sells for 200. It's 5 times profit. It doesn't make sense to not do that. Now you can get into some more expensive things, the star fruit being probably the best, but the other one is I'm working on is the pumpkin. But starting off, you're going to want to do wheat and hops. Where's the hops here? Hops goes 37 to 300. It's almost 10 times more than these two. So you're definitely going to want to jump into making pale ale and beer right off the bat. Now, wheat and hops can only be grown at certain times. So you're going to want to just pound out a ton of this stuff and get that going. The wheat, once you harvest, you have to replant, but the hops creates this, and you can repeat it. And you keep going back and forth every 11 days. You'll keep getting more hops. So the easiest way to make a ton of money is to start making beer. And then you can start making the wines, and putting other things in there. But as you can see, I've got a ton of these going. The first thing I look at when I get up in the morning before I go do other farming. And the last thing I look at before I go to bed to make sure that they're all ready. Let me show you the tap real quick. So I've got these trees up here with the taps on them. And when it's ready, it just pops up above it and you're ready to go. So definitely making beer is a very big perk. Now, if you don't have the crafting recipe for the keg, you can get it as a reward, but it's from the artisan bundle, which if you already have the ability to make all of these things, you should be already at the point where you can make the keg. So the keg with wheat or hops, you're going to be making tons and tons of money. Definitely worth looking into. Hopefully this was a helpful tutorial to you. Check out my channel for more tips, tricks, and guides. If you have any questions or any guides that you want to look into, let me know in the comment section below. And like always, guys, good luck and have fun.